Hello, everyone. Brady, Charlie, Garriert here. We're fresh off of NXT Takeover. We're not really gonna do too much as far as recapping that. My phone's going nuts. We're not gonna recap NXT Takeover too much because, frankly, WrestleMania 35, whatever you want to call it, has 16 matches. Starting right off the rip, Garriert, is that too many matches?
Yes. It was going to be 17.
And then they ended up canceling that SmackDown Women's title match, right?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, because of Charlie, yeah.
Too many matches.
And then Charlie, if you had to pick one match that absolutely, even if it currently is, definitely needs to be on the pre-show, like, please do not put it on the regular show. It's already been announced, but if you had to take one and either keep it on the pre-show or slide it in, which match are you least hyped for?
Probably the Women's Battle Royal. Just a bunch of extra crap. They got pretty much everyone else in the women's tag match, and so this Battle Royale is going to be weird.
Well, you know what? Let's start with it. Let's start with the Women's Battle Royal. We know that it's on the pre-show. Here are your confirmed entrants. Oh, God. Dana Brooke, Mickie James, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, Lana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Zelina Vega, Nikki Cross. Charlie, who you taking?
Well, actually, someone that's not on the list, and it's Lacey Evans. I'm pretty sure Lacey Evans is taking this.
Like, that's the logical choice, right, Garriert? You got to think. I mean, if she's been coming out every week, if she were to just not enter, like, what are they even doing with Lacey Evans?
Right. I mean, at the same time, though, I think it's not going to be Lacey that wins, because the reason why there's one big name at all in this Battle Royal is because they took a title off of somebody who I'm sure is unhappy about that, because they were in the middle of a pretty short title reign, honestly. I mean, Asuka hasn't done anything with any of the title reigns they've done with her, basically. So
really sad.
So I think Asuka's going to win here because she needs something. And I feel like they wouldn't just take the title off her and then just shove her into a Battle Royal to lose. That seems a little rude.
Now, I'd hope not. I tend to side with Charlie, thinking that Lacey Evans is gonna enter it and win it. But just for the sake of, we might as well have three different picks on these Battle Royals. I'll pick a name off the list. I would really like for WWE for the rest of 2019 going into 2020 to push Sonya Deville. I don't know. I'm just holding out hope. I think there's something special with her, and they like to go with these random winners, and I kind of like it, especially if it was a face turn and she chucked out, all of her friends. I don't know. I just think there would be something intriguing about that. Zelina Vega would also be a cool one, but I don't think WWE wants her to win. But that would be a cool one. But I'm gonna go with Sonya as my dark horse winner.
Cool.
All right. That would be cool. I'd be down.
Garriett said Asuka, as I used to call her. All right, now to the men's Royal Rumble. We have the Battle Royal, I should say. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Now, there are a lot more confirmed people for this.
The Andre the Memorial Royal Battle Giant.
Agreed.
Yeah,
literally. So we've got the two SNL guys, Michael Shea and Colin Jost. If one of them wins, I'm actually going to be mad. Putting it out there.
Corey Graves is convinced it's Michael Shea.
Oh, my God. Okay, we got Braun Strowman, Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil, Tyler Breeze, Jinder Mahal, No Way Jose, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, Kalisto, Grand Metalik, Lindsay Dorado, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Heath Slater, Rhino, Victor, Connor, Andrade, Ali, formerly known as Mustafa Ali, Shelton Benjamin, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Otis, Tucker, and EC3. Garrett, I'll start with you this time.
Oh man,
what's sticking out to you? And you can't pick Strowman.
Yeah, if I can't pick Strowman, then
you can take Strowman.
No, that's where my mind has always been at with Strowman, just because that's the way they're booking this. Like it'll probably come down to them as the final three, which is gonna be really stupid. Because I don't know if you guys saw this, but on Raw they had 2 separate match graphics for this. One with all the what I'll call the losers graphic, where it's everyone that's not gonna win,
the geeks,
and like whoever the final 4 out of that is, I guess will get a big spot.
Hold on, man. Hold on, Charlie. You called them geeks. Gallows and Anderson are in this match. Put some respect on their name. They're nerds.
Anyway, I do think though, regardless of Braun winning, Gronk's going to be in this match.
Okay, that'll be interesting.
Like involved, maybe not in the match. Like he won't get like maybe a spot in it. Like he won't be in the ring at the start or whatever. Like, but I think he'll be like he'll help Mojo out or something.
Okay.
Mojo has to be in this, right?
Is Mojo even?
He has to be, right? Where is he? Where else is he otherwise?
He's going to be talking to a mirror in the back.
He's talking to a mirror in the ring.
How dumb! Jeez.
I actually like the idea that I saw. I think it was Alex Pulowski out of Fightful. He said at Mania, what they should do with Gronk if they want to use him is they should have EC3 cutting one of those promos into a mirror. You know how they always pan and he's just looking into the mirror, but instead of a mirror, it pans over and it's Gronk standing there and he's like, yeah, bro, I get it. And like, that's it. All right, Charlie, you can't take Strowman. Who you taking?
See, I think they're gonna pick someone more or less that my hope is last year they picked Matt Hardy and they had him win the tag team title shortly after, you know? That was kind of their whole idea with that. This year, I'm hoping they go with Andrade and then book something with him going forward, like winning either the U.S. title or the world title or Money in the Bank. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Imagine if Zelina and Andrade both just won. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so my pick with Strowman, I don't think Strowman's going to win, even though he probably should. Theoretically, what Strowman should do is eliminate everyone single-handedly and then toss the 2 SNL guys out stacked on top of each other, and that's how he should win. But I think it's going to be one of those things like Strowman, they're going to make him seem like an idiot, and the 2 SNL guys are going to run away, and he's going to climb over the top rope to chase him around the arena.
True.
That feels like a WWE thing.
Something like that.
All right, my heart says to take Ali because they seemed to like him. However, I have no faith in WWE, and it's on the pre-show, so I'm going to take Lindsay Dorado, dark horse.
I like that. Honestly, that's so left field. I kind of like it. Yeah, if they let Lindsay Dorado win and he ends up becoming the next great luchador, I'm down.
Lucha.
Little graphic on the screen, kind of just showing our picks so far.
Oh, nice! I like it. I was doing it too. I like keeping track. I have our predictions from like every pay-per-view. It's fun.
Oh, there you go. Exactly.
We should do a thing at some point where we go back through those and see who had the best prediction skills.
We should. I was gonna say, Garrett, one time you had it. Garrett had one
card. That'll get me off to a good start, but it won't get me very far if I got a bunch wrong.
What's the and the cruiserweight match is pre-show, right?
Yes.
So Buddy Murphy defending his title against Tony Nese. I'm gonna take Buddy Murphy just because. Yeah. Not the biggest Tony Nese guy. I think the division would die with Tony Nese having the title, but maybe not. I'll take Buddy Murphy. Charlie?
I can't help but agree.
Wow. That's some harsh words about Tony Nese. I like the guy. I like his in-ring style.
No. Well, and I agree in the sense of that I definitely think Buddy Murphy needs to win this because I believe they want someone to break Neville.
How long has his reign been?
It's since October 6th, so it's had some days. But I believe they want someone to get past Neville's longest reign, considering especially Neville, he's in AEW. Neville's never coming back. So,
yeah.
Whereas Buddy Murphy, he's been with the company for a lot of years, and you can tell he's pretty loyal to it. So, you never know.
I mean, I don't disagree with you guys in terms of my pick, but I still think it'd be if Tony Nese did win here, it wouldn't be that bad. I think he would just need, I don't know. The problem is I don't know if you guys watch still 205 Live. I mean, I don't know, so I don't know what his promo work is like on there right now.
Yeah,
I mean, we've talked about this plenty of times. Just there's so much even if you were just a WWE person, if you watched everything that they had, you've got 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown, that's 5. You've got an hour of NXT, an hour of NXT UK, and an hour of 205 Live. 8 hours of WWE television every week. Plus,
and you got starting in the fall that TV show on FS1.
Yeah, so there's another hour or probably 30 minutes. So
I would probably watch that though.
8.5 hours a week. You guys in?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they said that's going to be on Tuesdays. So I almost wonder how they're going to work the schedule now. Like, what is 205?
This is why Meltzer and Alvarez have teams of people to watch all this stuff.
Literally. How can you watch all that and then watch? Dude, there's just so much. Especially, at least thank God.
Especially with pay-per-view weeks like this week. Imagine doing that plus this week's weekend. If you were doing G1 too, if you had to do coverage for all of it.
Yeah. Impact that happened yesterday. I mean, dude, there's so much.
There wasn't a break. There was no break this week for them.
All right, let's start with. I'm just going to make predictions based on what I think is going to go on first. I think they probably roll out the triple threat tag match: Usos versus Ricochet and Aleister Black versus The Bar. And the fourth one, Nakamura and Rusev. I always forget about that. So it's quad. Four-way tag team match, which means it's also no DQ. You can take that into account.
Ice cream.
Spoiler alert.
Ice cream.
If you're watching this, you already watched the NXT pay-per-view. Let's be honest. Ricochet and Aleister Black did not win the titles at the recent takeover. I don't know what was it. Takeover
New York.
So they're going into it. They're not bringing the NXT titles in. But is there any chance that they win the titles here, Garrett?
No. So I actually I had a really weird suspicion that regardless of whether they're going to go with some like League of Nations 2.0 faction, that somehow it just makes sense for Nakamura and Rusev to win here based on how they've been booked. Because they've just kind of got like they both had the title and that was ripped off them. And if their recent booking is anything, everything's been like, oh, consolation for the thing we took away from you. So I'm going with Nakamura and Rusev.
Yeah. Charlie?
God, I've been going so back and forth on this. But I'm just going to go with my gut and say the Usos.
Okay.
I think they need to keep, the top of the division in line. You know what I mean? Especially with this break here.
And I mean, since we've been keeping the theme alive, I'll pick someone different. I'll take Ricochet and Aleister Black.
Very possible, dude.
I keep thinking to myself. I was thinking the other day, like, because if you've been watching NXT for a while, you know that Ricochet and Black are singles wrestlers. They're not really a tag team. But at this point, how long have they been a tag team together? Since the beginning of the Dusty Classic, which was months and months ago. I mean, they got called up as a tag team. Charlie and I were there at the last taping where they said their curtain call, thanked the crowd, said it was definitely going to be their last taping at NXT. And they just had a curtain call again at TakeOver. So they're officially called up full time. And what a better way to announce that you're on a roster officially than to just win the tag titles. They won. So
literally.
That's actually a really well put way of putting that. That made sense.
And of course, SmackDown needs the tags, right? Raw doesn't need them, man. SmackDown needs all the tags.
Literally, right?
Yeah. We have the Boss and Hug Connection versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya versus the Iconics versus Nia Jax and Tamina in another fatal four-way tag match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. I'll go first. I think Bayley and Sasha are going to keep it. I don't see any reason to take it off them too much. And similar to how WWE did with the UK title with Pete Dunne, just keeping it on him for a long time. I think that there's no reason. Bless you. There's no reason to not let them have a nice girthy title reign to start.
Jeez,
Garrett.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to drop the belts either. I really wish Charlie was saying last night when we were talking about this. One of the things he says, we should have just had an Iconics versus Bailey and Banks match because they haven't faced on a pay-per-view a SmackDown competitor or in a title match scenario. You know what I mean? A SmackDown competitor. So it would have made sense because they did Fastlane. They did Nia Jax and Tamina, right? And then they had the NXT match where they went and defended the title. So why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would have made sense, but instead we'll have a good defense for them here. They'll look really strong coming out of a fatal 4-way, and then maybe they can get the Iconics match. I don't know.
Charlie?
Yeah, I'm with you guys, man. Boston Hug all the way. You got to build up these belts to make people care. So dropping them here would do nothing for them. You know what I mean? Like I'm totally with that.
I mean, we know what this match is going to be, right? This match is going to be Nia Jax and Tamina dominate early. The Iconics get chased off by Bailey and Sasha, and then Beth Phoenix comes back to come and rise from the ashes, almost beat them by beating Nia Jax and Tamina. Iconics almost steal the win, and then Boston Hug come back and pin probably Billie Kay to win the title.
Jeez.
I can just see it already. I've seen enough WWE in my day.
Over under 6 minutes.
Over.
Brady, do you want to hear something? Oh, sorry. What was it? Over under on 6 minutes?
Yeah.
Under.
I'm saying under. I think this one's going to be quick.
Garrett, what was your question?
So I was realizing the other day how long I've been watching WWE for. I remember I was trying to think back what my first WrestleMania memory is because those are the ones that stick out when you're a real little kid. I realized my first one was WrestleMania in 2002 when Kane took on The Undertaker.
Okay.
It's a long time ago for me. Because I was like, 4 years old or something then? Yeah. So I was really young, but I started getting into wrestling then. So how many years that is?
My earliest vivid pay-per-view memory was my dad ordered a SummerSlam. I don't even know which one it was. My dad ordered a SummerSlam, and Brock Lesnar was on the front of it. And he was brand new. It might have been when he won the title. I don't know. And then shortly after, it might have been the same pay-per-view or right after, it was that terrible Undertaker versus Great Khali in the Punjabi prison match.
Oh, gosh.
That literally, but I remember that as a kid, and I remember thinking it was so cool. And then 10 years later, everyone's trashing it as the worst match of all time.
Yeah, I just remember that. I remember the Undertaker matches, man, and I remember that being the first one that stuck in my head because I thought it was pretty good. And it was another thing I found out later. People were like, it could have been better.
Well, that's why Undertaker's so iconic now because everyone, that struck a chord with everyone. Whether you thought that he was just a badass or you thought this guy's terrifying, get him off my screen. Literally, he struck a chord with everyone, especially when you were younger, like we were. So,
oh, yeah.
It's interesting. All right, match of the night: Revival versus Hawkins and Ryder. Charlie.
I'm definitely saying Revival here.
I agree. It has to be Revival.
Yeah,
Garrett.
Pretty simple. Yeah, I love Hawkins and Ryder, but there's been no build up, so it'd be so dead if they did this. Even though we would all be cheering at home,
I feel like Shane McMahon's gonna come out and basically kill himself. People are gonna lose their shit. And then Revival and Hawkins and Ryder are going to get brought out there and just crickets.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be in that spot.
Absolutely.
So speaking of that match, Shane McMahon versus The Miz in a Falls Count Anywhere match, meaning Shane is jumping off something either backstage or hell, he's in New York. What's he doing? Jumping off the Empire State Building?
Imagine.
I think it's about time The Miz gets his WrestleMania moment. I'm taking The Miz. Garrett.
He won the title at WrestleMania, didn't he?
He retained.
He got overshadowed by Cena and The Rock.
You're absolutely correct because that match, obviously, there was so much build to that match. But but he does. Yeah, I mean, maybe in his mind he's had it. I agree with you. I mean, The Miz. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why Shane McMahon would win here unless they just wanted to give Shane the rub for no reason. So I'm going Miz as well.
Charlie?
We're a sweep here, boys. I really hope and I think The Miz wins.
I think they're going to stick this somewhere in the middle of the card. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. Charlie, did they pull the trigger and give Kofi the title?
I've gone so back and forth on these 3 big matches, dude. So for the final time, I'm going to say someone has to lose, and that someone's Kofi. So I'm saying Daniel Bryan retains the WWE Championship. I hate saying that, but I don't think all 3 win.
What you're saying, Charlie, is they were just faking.
Yeah, if Kofi, dude, Kofi could have.
I liked it, Garrett. I liked it.
It was a callback.
It's so hard, man. I hate saying that, but I think they see Daniel Bryan as the hottest he's ever been. So, and they love it. I mean, he's the heel right now. So,
Garrett, are you with Charlie? You think it's Kofi Mania?
The problem is I was looking at the builds for these 3 matches. I don't want to kind of spoil my picks, but I guess
they
I
all
kind of
tie in together, though.
Yeah. But I don't want to. I mean, in order to say what I want to say, I kind of do. I have to spoil my Rollins pick, because his has most likely had the least amount of build. And if we're going off of what WWE's said, well, we built this up, we built Kofi, and there's so much that's gone into Kofi. There's so much that's gone into the main event. I think Kofi has to win here.
Okay. And I'm so on the tiebreaker. I do agree that, like, obviously someone has to lose. We're talking about Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, and Kofi Kingston. Like, not all 3 of them are going to go over. Like, WrestleMania is not just like baby faces can't just win because it's WrestleMania, you know? And it's tough. I'm still holding out. I want to see a Xavier Woods heel run. And I think that this could be a case of Xavier Woods and Big E both at the same time turn on Kofi and lay him out.
Wouldn't that be something?
Daniel Bryan wins with Big E and Kofi Big E and Xavier Woods just laying Kofi out.
Man, you want to talk about something?
The angle of them kicking him out of the New Day and still being the New Day, and the New Day's being full on heels. Ooh.
Feed me that,
dude. They could bring Ryback back, and he could be the 3rd New Day member.
Nah, bro. The 3rd New Day member is yeah.
What? Go ahead, say it.
Hey, it's got to be someone who's very talented, and Ryback does not fit that criteria. Oh,
are you saying they have to be black, Charlie?
I said talented.
Jesus Christ,
wrestler. Therefore, it should be.
I've known you long enough to know what you wanted to say.
I want Keith Lee in the New Day.
Keith Lee, Jesus. Could you imagine Keith Lee and Big E with Xavier Woods calling the shots?
That'd be awesome. Heels? No, but in all actuality, if WWE did add a new member of the New Day, they would be black, just because that's WWE. You know, all jokes aside,
I think they should mix it up. I think coming off his fresh win at the pre-show, I think Lince Dorado joins the New Day.
Oh, now we're talking.
New Day.
All right, we have Bobby Lashley defending his Intercontinental Championship against, basically at this point confirmed, Demon Balor. Demon Balor doesn't lose. I'm taking the Balor Club. Garrett, you better be taking him as well.
I'll tell you, fella, I'm taking the Balor Club.
What about you, Charlie? You taking the Balor Club?
Fuck no.
Whoa!
Yeah, we're going Finn Balor. Come on, who are we kidding now? Let's be real here.
Finn Balor, all right.
Sorry, sponsors. That wasn't me.
Sponsors, yeah, man. All right. Samoa Joe defending his United States Championship against Rey Mysterio. I mean, I'll just go first again. I think Joe has to win here. It would be kind of cool to see Mysterio win, and he's been putting in great work, but WWE needs to roll with Joe for a little bit, and I like the way he carries the title. Charlie.
This match isn't happening.
What?
Yeah.
They cut it?
Well, they haven't said anything yet.
They might throw Dominic in there. I think that's been suggested by some people, but he's hurt. He's hurt.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, I didn't mean to be rude. I just.
Oh no, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, I forgot to say. I meant to say something to you before we started, but yeah, Ray got injured in that. What was the match he had against? Was it against Angle? Yeah, or no, against Corbin. He got hurt, an ankle injury.
Yeah, well, yeah. They haven't said anything official yet. So either way, I think Samoa Joe.
That's all right. So we're down to 15 matches, but I think we'll survive.
If it does happen, though, Garrett, who would you pick?
Oh yeah, if it does happen, I would take Samoa Joe. But I just wanted to make sure that. And I think, like I said, I do think Joe will still have a match. I just don't know if it'll be with Ray.
They would even play it up. They'd let the match go about 45 seconds, let him grab a chair, and just beat the ever-living crap out of Mysterio before the bell rings, and then pin him.
I mean, it could happen. WWE we're talking about here.
Charlie,
Can I change a pick?
What?
Can I change a pick?
Jesus, what?
I found my new winner for the men's.
You're not taking Dominic.
I found my new winner for the men's battle royal.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Kevin Owens. Plot twist mid-show, boys. This is what we do here on VE, Visoki Entertainment Squadcast. We have plot twist mid-show.
More swerves than W. Wait, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Someone literally is tuning into the video, skipping through right now just to look at our picks, and they're looking men's battle royal, Lindsay Dorado, and they're literally scrolling back in the video, being like, "I need to hear this guy's explanation.
I need to see why. How in the hell would Willie Mammoth said that? Bring me the son of a bitch. I want to speak."
Jesus, are you all right, man? Are you all right, Vince?
Vince, please.
No, this Willie Mammoth. Willie Mammoth is coming for me.
All right, we got Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Vince, what do you think?
I got Roman Reigns. No, I'm kidding. Convince me either way that one person should win.
Vince.
That being said, I'm saying that they pull out the ultimate magic card and they have Drew McIntyre win.
Oh,
but either way, you could tell me, like, you know what I mean. You can
tell me why.
give a reason why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why.
No.
Garrett, are you going with the swerve?
Swerve Arena? No, I think Ramen Noodles Reigns has to win here. Just for, his hair looks like ramen noodles. I think that just gives you the edge in any match.
Nah, man, his hair makes him look like a pedophile.
Whoa!
Shout out John Oliver. Thanks for that piece.
Yikes.
Yikes.
John Oliver. What a guy. Dude, I think John Oliver interrupts this match and costs Reigns the match, and McIntyre, no. Reigns has to win. There's no way they don't let
John
Reigns
Oliver
win.
versus Walter for the UK championship.
Throw John Oliver in there with Strowman.
I'd watch it.
Same. I honestly, another shout out, because this made me laugh the other day when I was listening to it. Another shout out to the Fightful guys. They were talking about Sean Rossef said, "What if Braun Strowman is chasing the SNL guys around the arena all night, and the way that Miz wins is that Strowman comes hauling ass around the corner chasing the SNL guys and knocks Shane McMahon over, and he falls, and trips and falls and breaks a leg, and then the Miz just pins him. That's how the match ends.
10 out of 10 booking. I'm down.
That's some Russo booking. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. I think this match has potential to really, really over-deliver in what people think it's going to. I think this match is going to be awesome. I'm really looking
anticipated match of the night.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Styles versus Orton. A motivated Randy Orton is almost unmatched, and we've seen what AJ Styles can do with literally anyone.
With a plastic bag.
AJ Styles can wrestle just the ring itself and win.
But
he's the most interesting man in the world. No.
Actually, hold on. I'm making another change. We're pulling another swerve.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to bust out the sirens. We gotta.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm changing my pick. I think that Drew McIntyre is indeed going to win.
Ooh. Is there an explanation?
Anyone but you, Roman.
Oh, the man had cancer.
I think Bray Wyatt comes back and crushes Roman.
Oh, okay, I could see that.
And I think Bray's wearing a shirt that says "I heart leukemia" on it.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Return as a heel.
Dude, could you imagine a guy that wishes cancer on everybody? That's messed up.
Yeah.
Hey man, you see all these like hardcore devil people? I just really want a hardcore Christian wrestler.
I mean, AJ Styles.
I'm here for Jesus. No, I'm saying hardcore.
Oh, isn't that what they tried to make Devon Dudley's? Yeah, Devon Dudley what was his gimmick? I forget they called him.
Devon was the Reverend. He was Reverend.
I forgot because they called him that after that too. Yeah.
Oh, my brother, testify.
Because that's why he kept using the testify thing. But yeah,
Reverend Devon. Yeah, Charlie, we gotta go watch some old pay-per-views, man.
NJPW.
Okay, Styles Orton. I'm gonna take Orton just because I think Styles is moving brands. I liked Charlie's idea a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to take Orton with Styles moving brands. That way it doesn't hurt him as much. That way Orton can ride the wave. Charlie.
AJ Styles for me. I think I agree with you. I think he moves brands, but I think he gets a big win on the way.
And I'm down with it. Garrett.
I don't think we need to. I mean, do we need to keep going through this motion at this point for me? I mean, we all know where I'm going.
That's true.
Wrong. Randy Orton.
Exactly. All right, Randy's winning, guys. I can't wait to see. No.
we have Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin.
Match of the night.
I have a long prediction going into this. I don't even know if I said it on the podcast yet, but I feel really confident about what's going to happen. So, Garrett, I'll start with you.
So, yeah, Baron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it clean?
Yes, because I think despite what people think, he actually does want to put Baron over as a super heel. And I think he's going to even he's going to play up more. Like, he's had some like rough, not being able to move as quickly moments recently. I think he's going to play that up more, and it's just going to be a mauling for Baron.
Okay. Charlie?
8 minutes, pretty intense. Crowd's going to be going nuts. Baron Corbin wins.
I think Kurt Angle's going to come out, strap the ankle lock on Corbin in about 45 seconds flat. Corbin's going to tap out instantly. Kurt Angle's going to pop up and say, that's not how I'm going out. Anyone in the back.
Oh, my God.
Anyone in the back, if you want to come out and face me, I want a real competitor for my last match. And just like his first match in WWE, out strolls John Cena for a 15-minute classic with Kurt Angle.
Ruthless aggression.
I think that it should. People have been clamoring for Cena, and that's the way I see it. It started with Cena answering an open call, and I think it's going to end with Cena answering an open call. I just think it would be too perfect. So
that's why it's not happening, because it's too perfect.
It's true. We have Triple H versus Batista. If Triple H loses, then he has to retire from in-ring competition. So for that fact, I guess I'm taking Triple H. Charlie?
I think another one you could definitely convince me of both ways. But I think I like the idea of Triple H losing and then Batista becoming the new part-timer that people try and face WrestleMania time. You know, like how they have been for Undertaker and Triple H. You know, that part-timer that they really try and face around this time. John Cena, if you will, now. I hope it's Batista taking that kind of role on now.
That would be cool. I mean, and celebrities are undefeated still at WrestleMania, which is going to come to an end unless the SNL guys win. But celebrities always win at Mania. Garrett, do you see Batista more as a celebrity or as more of a wrestler? Because Charlie and I had this conversation the other day, but you weren't there. Do you see him more as Drax or Batista?
Oh, easily, he's still a wrestler, dude. I don't care what anybody says. The man will always be Batista. There's a reason why, even though he goes as Dave Batista in movies, he's still going to be referred to as Batista by anyone that's talking about him. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. He was in the last group of wrestling that was really watched by a large number of the population, you know? People still remember when Batista was a wrestler, when they were watching wrestling, you know, like when they were growing up. So, I mean, to me, he's absolutely going to win this match. And it plays into what I was saying earlier. I think Vince is actually going to let Triple H take over the company. Not completely. He'll still have say on stuff, but I think Vince really needs to focus on the XFL, as was proven by the AAF.
Yeah. Charlie? Oh, actually, you got Batista, right?
Yep. Yeah, Batista.
Okay. Cool. I'm just looking. So literally, here's the 2002 Ohio Valley Wrestling class that came out. Okay, World's Greatest Tag Team: Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas, Dave Batista, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar,
yep.
and John Cena.
Yep, I knew that class. It's insane.
That's insane.
FCW was selling out arenas at that time because of those people.
And it wasn't even FCW yet. It was OVW. It was old school.
Or sorry, not OVW. I meant OVW. Where Ohio Valley was selling out shows with those people. You know what I mean? So, but then go look at the FCW. It was the same thing. It was like Big E and people like that. That whole group of people too. They were doing the same thing in FCW years later. I mean, it's just crazy.
Right? Yeah, that was the Shield and Big E and all them.
Yeah, the next class, so crazy.
Great. How you see waves of people come out because they push each other. I mean, you're trying to tell me that Batista, Randy Orton, and John Cena weren't hella competitive with each other back in OVW? I bet that was awesome.
Gosh. I've gone back and watched matches. They're insane.
Yeah. We have Brock Lesnar defending the title against Seth Rollins. Look, I said someone's got to lose. I think it's going to be Seth. I think Brock retains. I think it's clean. I think people are pissed about it, but I don't know. I just see him winning clean. Charlie?
God, would that suck, man. I really hope that's not the case. But yeah, I had Daniel Bryan winning, so therefore I'm gonna have Seth Rollins winning this one for sure.
Garrett?
On the flip side of what he just said, because of my reasoning that Kofi and because of the way I think things are going to go, I think Seth loses here, which I think telegraphs one of my next picks. But whatever. Yeah.
And then we're at the main event. Garrett, I'll start with you on that one. So it's the first time that the women are headlining WrestleMania. Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch. Everything's on the line. So if Rousey wins, then she wins the SmackDown title from Charlotte. If Charlotte wins, she wins the Raw title. If Becky wins, she wins them both. What happens?
Becky walks out with both titles.
All right.
Yeah. Just because I think her and Kofi have had so much build the last couple of months leading into Mania, and Seth's had so little. It's just a logic that I used when deciding.
Charlie?
God, it's so hard. I'm going to say Becky. I'm going to say Becky gets it.
And I'm going to agree with you guys on Becky Lynch. However, there's one thing that scares me. If we think in the terms of WWE long term, what do they want Charlotte Flair to be? Garrett?
The greatest known women's champion of all time, which she already is because of the title numbers.
Right. And doesn't it seem like that in 10, 15 years, when Charlotte Flair is going into the Hall of Fame, they want to say she headlined and won both titles at WrestleMania for the first time when the women headlined, first time ever. Damn. That's one thing that just scares the hell out of me, and it's been sitting in the back of my mind. That just seems like something. It's the first time ever. Like, yeah, Charlotte should win that because Charlotte is the best ever.
Brutal. That sucks. But
I'm going to take
you're right.
And look, hey, Triple H proved me wrong because we literally, with the women's match on NXT tonight, Charlie and I were like, well, the only thing we know they're not going to do is keep title on Baszler.
I even pointed that out before the match. I was like, is that a thing? That's not a thing, right? And you guys were like, nah.
That's not a thing that she could retain, right? And literally all of us like, nah. That just makes no sense.
Yeah, they kept it pretty NXT. They did pretty interesting title results there.
And just I don't know. I so it's similar to that. I don't think Rousey's gonna retain. I mean, unless she had a change of heart and she's staying, I don't think that Rousey would beat Flair and Lynch. It's kind of a bad look for the company since Rousey is very new. and they should go with Becky, but I would not put it past WWE to put it on Charlotte, especially since everyone's like, oh, no brainer. It's going on last. Becky Lynch is going to go off. I wish Seth and Becky were dating for longer than they have been. They've only been dating for like 2 months. But imagine Seth and Becky both winning the title and then the proposal, boom, going off air.
Oof.
Wouldn't that be something?
So they are dating? That's a thing?
That'll be a power move.
Are they actually dating? Is that a thing? I didn't know that. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they've been dating for a couple months now. So
they're like the 2 top talents. So, fair enough.
I think that's probably what it was. Like they just were at the top and they probably just started talking to each other about how big of pushes they were getting. And
like, can you believe this? Look at this. I won a title. I didn't.
And Charlotte finally confirmed her relationship with Andrade today on Twitter.
Pull some strings, Charlotte.
Yes.
Please.
That's what I'm saying, man. All right.
Andrade versus Joe.
And really quick, NXT TakeOver New York. What was the match of the night, Garrett? What'd you like?
Oh, easily for me, the main event. That was just such an insane spot fest of a match. Oh my goodness. I mean, Adam Cole and Adam Cole might be one of the top 5 workers in the company right now. I mean, just realistically, and I wouldn't have said that when he was in Ring of Honor, because I thought some of his matches there, he was not being lazy, but he wasn't as good as some of the guys he was up against, and it didn't occur to me. He's only been wrestling for 11 years, which is a lot less than a lot of the guys he's wrestling there, but he's just done so much in that time,
Right.
True.
Charlie, what would you like the most?
I tend to agree with that. I'm going to say the main event myself.
Yeah, I really, really did like the main event, and it's not that it carried the show or anything, but I really wanted more. Maybe I was just so excited for Dream versus Riddle because they literally might be my 2 favorite people in the company right now.
Oh, easily.
So like I think I might have hyped it up a little too much in my head, and I don't know. Just the women's match was really good. It's just the result that left me scratching my head, and just Gargano and Cole are they're so good. I mean, imagine how much better it would have been though. And it's not that Cole did a bad job, but just the result, how much more special it would have felt, how much more the crowd would have been 100% behind Johnny Gargano, how big that moment would have been had it been against Ciampa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
in retrospect,
nice that we have Johnny's title now with the big dog title. It feels like he's been going after it for so long, and it almost felt like they might never put it on him,
Especially since now, I don't know, it's weird because it seemed like he got called up, but maybe Gargano's going to stay in NXT for a little bit. They seem to pull back on him being called up, so I like that. Anyway, I'm excited. Charlie and I are going to watch the what's it called, G1 Supercard?
Yeah, G1, brother.
Yeah, we're watching that too.
Nice. So we're all going to watch that tomorrow, and then we got WrestleMania on Sunday. Which matches are you most excited for? Garrett, I believe you already said the I'm going crazy.
Yeah, AJ versus Randy for me because it's, both guys are 2 of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and my boy AJ, I'm always going to give some love to.
Charlie?
Man, God, yeah, that one's going to be awesome. I'm going to say, just for the sake of the story, I think Kofi and Daniel Bryan right now. I'm really excited to see what they do with that.
That's going to be such a good in-ring match.
They're going to put on a show. I really hope they give Daniel and Kofi a lot of time. Like, if they let Daniel Bryan win, if he does go over, but they give him and Kofi a barn burner, like 15, 16-minute match, I'd be cool with it.
Oh, yeah.
So, I think I'm most excited for the women. I think they're going to do some crazy stuff. So,
oh, yeah.
I'm excited for that. All right, that'll do. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Click that bell so you know when we go live. Happy Mania season to everybody. And till next time, time to go coach some middle school girls basketball. Time to go 1-0.
Time to call the vegan police.